Hi everyone, welcome to Spiritual Law of Manifestation, where we learn how to improve our lives by using the universal principles. First, I want to send positive healing energy to all those who are affected with coronavirus. So today I want to talk about the law of attraction and spirituality. So most of the time, when someone starts to learn about the law of attraction, what happens is they will immediately start to have some questions. For example, is the law of attraction a good thing or is it an evil thing? Because sometimes you may find yourself with these desires or ideas, thinking on, can I use it to harm someone, or can I use it to do something that towards someone that is not good? So that is one of the question. And another question is, so when it comes, if you are a spiritual person, you like to improve your spiritual life and grow spiritually. You might be wondering, so when it comes to spiritual life, how does it play a role in your spiritual growth? And another question is, does the law of attraction have its own limitations? Does it have limitation like how much can I try to attract, or how much can I try to manifest in my life? Are there some things that I can't really manifest? And the last but not least is, what about God? What is the relationship between law of attraction and God? Does it mean that there's no need of a creator anymore? There's no need of worshipping when you start using the law of attraction. So I'll try to answer these questions based on my own experience. So let's go on the first question. Is the law of attraction a good thing or is it an evil thing? Well, let's take a good example. Let's say someone is a very good computer programmer. So these people, they've acquired the experience to program, to create a software or an application that can either be something constructive or destructive. So for example, this guy, this computer programmer can probably use their skills to create something like a virus software or to hack on a big corporation. So these, how you use the skills you have is what makes it an evil thing, is what makes it a bad thing. So how this programmer use his or her skills to create something constructive and something beneficial for the people around him and the world altogether, that means it's a good thing. But if they use it the other way, it's a bad thing. So I want to also make a point here that the law of attraction usually works whether you want to attract good things or you want to attract bad things. So sometimes you may wish to attract bad things towards someone else. Maybe someone has make you angry, or someone, you don't like someone and you wanna do something bad toward them. So you start, trying to visualize something bad happening to them. So the thing is about the law of attraction is that these things, they will also come to you at the same time. So you may think of maybe someone getting into an accident and break their legs, and then at the end of the day, these things might end up happening to you as well. So that is one of the thing. And another thing is, you can't really violate the will of others. You can't really just wish for someone else to be something that they are not. You must have to respect the will of others. So it's advisable that you use for your own benefit, for you personally, and not try to do for someone else. And most, for example, like parents who have their kids, they're trying to visualize their kids being safe. They're trying to, visualize their kids going in a certain direction. At some point, this usually makes a big impact toward those loved ones, but maybe that's not really uh, your place to do it. You will be a responsible parent, but maybe you should let things. You should let your kids choose what they want to do instead of trying to be so protective on their lives. So that is number one, and then number two is when it comes to spiritual growth. What's the relationship between spiritual growth and law of attraction? So, for my own personal experience, I'm not really a kind of person who seek a lot of material wealth per se. Like I mostly enjoy having something that lasts forever. So, for example, let's say uh, I wanna have something like a skill or a career. I would rather try to attract a certain type of a character within me that will make me more, will make me, let's take a look at for a scenario, for example, like, you wanna, sell more things. So instead of thinking of selling more things, you should try to attract something that brings some sort of of a value toward your community. You should not just think empty about making money or about having wealth. Just try to think of something that will also improve the life of others. And sometimes you may think of attracting something that is not. You may think of attracting something, but then at the end of the day, that thing doesn't manifest. So the reason why these things there's always a reason why things don't manifest or why things don't come true. I've already written some most common reason why the law of attraction doesn't work. Some of the common ones is like sometimes you might have a conflicting belief. You might try to attract something, but you find out deep down some of your core belief, they repel what you're trying to attract. And another thing is maybe there's always something above us, something that is more than us. You can either call it a higher self, or you can call it a god, or guardian spirits or whatever. But what I'm trying to say here is there's probably something that you're supposed to learn in that experience. Before you try to run away from the experience, try to understand what that experience is trying to teach you. And the interesting thing is, once you learn the lesson, you'll just find out that the experience, even if it's suffering or whatever it is, you'll just find out it just vanishes quickly without you doing anything. So maybe sometimes the law of attraction is not working just because you're there for a very big reason. You're there for a reason that whatever that you're experiencing, you have to learn something. After you learn that, you change your vibration, and then once you change your vibration, the situation, your environment will just follow what you have changed about yourself. So that is the spiritual connection between the law of attraction and spiritual growth. And another question is, does the law of attraction have any limitation? So the answer is simply yes. The law of attraction have limitations. So for example, let's say you think you're trying to manifest something like, I want to be the president of United States. So this is basically, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but probably the reality of things, it will probably happen in another dimension. But on this dimension, because of predestined and because of predefined events, it's already something that it's impossible to happen. You may dream that you're a president of United States, or you may play a video game that you're a president of United States and do whatever you want. That the law of attraction has accomplished what you have requested, but then it won't really happen in real life. It won't really happen to the point of this physical reality. It will happen, definitely in another reality, in another this possible dimension, the probable reality, but it won't happen in this dimension. So, definitely there are some limitation with the law of attraction, and this is for the good reason. Like as we said earlier, like when you try to violate the will of others, then it just won't do it. It just won't happen. Even if you make it happen, there's gonna be some consequences where the the law will try to snap the reality back. You may try to force yourself into being in relationship with someone, but at the end of the day, that relationship might not work. You may try to attract someone, specifically someone toward your life, but then it might find a way to negate and just follow its own course. So, you know just have that space for growth. Don't just cling on specific things. Just have that space to let things reveal themselves, and um, let things teach you some things too. It's not always about what you want. It's also about what is supposed to happen. It's also about other people. It's not just about you. So the last one I want to talk about is the relationship between the law of attraction and God. Most of especially Christians, they try to say that this law of attraction is an evil thing, but it's not really evil per se. As we discussed earlier, it just depends on how you use it. And another thing is, whether you use it or you don't use it, it still works. I can give you according to the Bible, there was a time Jesus said, when you pray, you should pray as if you've already received it. That is basically, he was teaching people. Like, my understanding is that he was teaching people how to apply this principle. Maybe it's not, the label doesn't mean anything. Maybe it wasn't called the law of attraction, but he was just trying to teach them how to use this principle to improve the quality of their lives. It's not really about just what you want to bring in your life. It's also about improving yourself, because the really center of creation is within you. Jesus said that the kingdom of God is within you, and you should first uh, seek the kingdom of God, and the rest shall be added to you. Now, the meaning behind the kingdom of God might differently mean different things depending on the spiritual growth, or the level of your growth you are. But whatever it is, according to what level or what stage of growth you are, it's just that it means that it's important to find first, the meaning of life, find first who you are, find first about yourself. You might be trying to, you know looking for something specific, but you find out there is probably another bigger reward once you know about yourself. And at the end of the day, the life is all about being happy. Life is all about enjoying that moment and being happy with the people around you, because we only live in this one moment. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. um, Let me know what you think. Till next time, thanks.